everybody. It is not a Saturday, it is not a Sunday. It is, in fact, a Thursday, and I'm on my lunch break. But as I've mentioned before, technically starting tomorrow night, but starting on Saturday, Deb and I are beginning our attempt to thru-hike the Maryland section of the Appalachian Trail, going from the Maryland border to the West Virginia border. At the time you see this, we will actually be on our second to last day. So hopefully we'll be hitting Gathland Monument, and check out my Instagram feed and you should see some pictures from that. Sorry for the noise in the background, there's a very busy road right over there. But since I'm not going to be able to post anything next week because we'll be hiking, I wanted to make sure that I shared with you some information this week. This is going to be a very different trip than some of the previous trips I've done because I'm not carrying my full pack. We're just carrying day packs, and we're going to do 2-car jumps, dropping one off at our end point for the day and then driving around to our starting point for the day, and then hiking down to the other car, driving back to the first car, and going back to our very comfortable hotel room for the evening. But because of that, I don't have to carry my full backpack. No tents, no hammocks, none of that gear, no camp stoves, none of that. But I wanted to go through what I am taking just so you had a sense of what a day pack should contain for a hike like this. This is my day pack. I'm not sure if I've shown you this before. This is an Osprey Cirrus 24 liter. I'm not using anywhere near the full volume of that, but it's a very comfortable pack. It's very light. I think even with everything in it right now, it's maybe 7 pounds, probably closer to 5. Now, I am planning to carry 2 liters of water. There are a lot of water sources on this section of trail, but at this time of year, we're not sure how much flow there's going to be. Obviously, we've had a lot of rain lately because of the various hurricanes and such, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the water sources are flowing. So Deb and I both are going to carry 2 liters of water each, and then we'll fill up as we go through. And I also have my 750 liter bottle on the aqua clip that'll be on my front strap. So the other things I have strapped to my pack right now, I have my trekking poles. These are the new ones that I got. Again, I was having strap issues with my other ones, with my trail buddies. I really like those poles, and I'd really like to figure out how to fix that strap. But these Cascade Mountain Tech poles worked out pretty well for me when I was doing the Thunder Swamp Trail. So we'll give them a go again this time around. I have my P-Rag. This again is a Kula cloth. This one I got, the snap was banged up so it wouldn't actually snap. Kula cloth was really good about sending me a replacement, but they let me keep the old one, and so I figured, well, I'll just use a safety pin, and this will be my day bag cloth, so I don't have to worry about, did I remember to reattach my regular cloth to my backpack. So I have one for my day bag and one for my regular pack. The other thing I have is an umbrella. Believe it or not, yes, I'm taking an umbrella. This is a Silver Moon's Design hiking umbrella. It's very lightweight. It's, I believe it's 7 ounces. We're only expecting rain the first day, and then at the moment the forecast is just saying in the afternoon. But this is really nice because it has these little attachments that I can attach it to my front strap, so I can carry it hands-free, so I can still use my trekking poles while I'm hiking. The more important use that I have for this trip is privacy. One of the issues you run into when you're hiking is sometimes you have to pee. And you pee by stepping off the trail 50 to 100 yards and doing your business. but you can still be seen from the trail most times when you do that. The trees are only so big. That's the joys of the foresting that went on in this area back in the 18th, 19th century, or the 19th, 20th century. So this I can pop up if I need to and use as a shield between me and the trail while I'm doing my business. So it's just that little extra added privacy. It's hardly any weight. I'm carrying such a light pack anyway. I feel good about taking that. All right, that's the outside of my pack. Now there's a couple of pockets here. This zipper pocket on the front, I have my water filter. So like I said, we're not sure what the water sources are going to be like. We are carrying 2 liters of water each, but this is backup in case we have a bottle spill or we drink more than we are expecting to. It is going to be in the low 80s most of this trip, so we should be drinking plenty of water. So this way I'll be able to maintain my water level and keep that prepared. All right, and I think that is all of my outside pockets. Now for my inside pockets. This bag is really nice because it has these clips on the outside to help strap it down for compression, so I can keep everything close against my back. But then when I unclip them, I can open up my bag really easy. At the moment, this is in no particular order, so I'm just going to take it out as we go down. I have this extra little pouch I got off Etsy. The problem with these day packs is if you're a bigger person like me, the waist belts aren't sized for us, which means the side pockets are way back here, very hard to get into. So I'm bringing this as well as my fanny pack. This will hold any snacks and such that I'm going to want to be able to access easily while I'm on the trail. And my fanny pack has all of my camera equipment in it. So that will be that. I did forget one pocket on my front. I do have some things in my side pockets on the hip straps. I have my jackknife and I have a headlamp. Again, we're not expecting to be hiking in the dark. We're planning to start every morning around 7:30. We're doing 8-mile days. So theoretically, we should be off the trail fairly early. But depending on the terrain, depending on our stamina, depending on weather, God forbid either one of us should fall and break our ankle and it takes extra time to get down to a road crossing where we can get to help. We're going to carry the light just to be sure. One of these days I am going to do a video on the 10 essentials for backpacking. Hold me to that. We will get into that. I have my sit pad in here. This is just so I have a place to not get my butt wet and dirty when we stop for breaks. Normally I would carry this in an outside pocket. The outside pockets on the day packs tend to be a lot smaller, so I can only just fit my water bottles and in this case my umbrella in that outside pocket. So this is going on the inside this trip. I have my sunglasses in case it's bright. Even though we're walking under trees, that doesn't necessarily mean that there's no sunshine. We may be walking through open fields at some point, so it's good to have those just in case. I have a raincoat. So even though I have the umbrella, sometimes it's easier just to throw on a raincoat. This is a very lightweight Frog Togs. I've used this before. I did wash it and it seems to be delaminating a little bit, so I'm concerned that I might get wet wearing this. So again, the umbrella will be a good backup. But this is one of the highly recommended brands. You can get a full rain outfit for $17 on Amazon. It's very lightweight and fairly, well, it's not durable. It's not durable at all. But unfortunately, a lot of the really expensive ones aren't that durable either. So for the number of times that I have to use it, this is a really good compromise. I have ordered a new one because of the delamination issue, but I think between this and the umbrella, I should be good for this trip. Next thing in my list, I have extra Ziploc bags. I always carry extra Ziploc bags. You never know I might find wintergreen leaves that I want to make tea out of. I might have extra trash I need to put stuff in. You never know what you're going to need. I always carry half a dozen Ziploc bags, a couple of different sizes, just in case. What next? Poop kit. I'm not going to go over the poop kit. You know what's in the poop kit. If you don't, go back and watch some of my previous gear videos. I've updated. There's plenty of toilet paper in there now, so I'm good for the hike. Fire. We are not going to be building fires. We're not going camping, so I don't have to start a stove. I don't have to start a campfire. I'm bringing fire anyway, because if there is an emergency, if something happens, I want to be prepared to be able to start a fire to keep us warm should something happen and we get stuck out in the woods overnight. I also have a rescue blanket. This is just one of those silver Mylar disposable blankets. They're good for, they're real lightweight. They're good if you need to wrap up in it. You can, I have made shelters out of these before, so it's a very small footprint, does a lot of things, so that goes in my day bag. I have a hat. I don't generally wear a hat, but hats are really good, again, if it's raining, because it keeps the hood of the rain jacket in place, so it's not sliding back quite so much, and it keeps it from falling down into your eyes. And the same way, I have a head net for bugs, and I like to wear the hat with the head net because it keeps the head net forward off my face, so I'm not breathing in the mesh the whole time I'm walking. So that's really the only time I wear the hat. It's just, I'm not comfortable wearing a hat. I tend to be hot, so I don't wear them. I am bringing a headband that I haven't stuck in this bag. I think I must have stuck it in my clothing bag. I have been finding that I'm sweating a lot and it's running down into my face and my glasses, so I got some headbands to wear to catch that so it stops running down my face. And next thing, I have a battery pack and a charger. You wouldn't believe how fast the battery on my phone goes down. Between using my Gaia GPS, between recording this for you folks, between checking weather and whatnot, by the end of the day I'm down half or more of my my battery charge. So just in case, I'm bringing that with me. This cord I really like. It's very small, but it's extendable, and the end has multiple tips, so I only have to have one charger cord to be able to charge any and all of my devices, my headlamp, my phone, my battery pack. If I have wall chargers that will go to the hotel, so I can plug this into the wall charger to charge everything. So that's really handy to have. And then the last thing I have is my first aid kit. And this is the first aid kit just out of my day pack, or out of my backpack. So it has all the same stuff, the Leukotape, the bug lotion, basic first aid, Tylenol, all of that. I also stuck in a little tin of sunscreen. Again, I'm not expecting to have sun be a major issue, but this will be good just to rub on some of my bare spots to keep me from getting too burned. So, and that, I think, is everything. So like I said, it's not a whole lot of stuff. Again, we're just going day hiking, but you always want to be prepared when you're day hiking for the worst. And that doesn't mean you have to carry a million things. And we'll get into this with the 10 essentials, but there are 10 things that you need to carry with you at all times. And I had written them down and I won't remember all of them, but it's navigation, it's water, it's fire, it's extra clothing, it's extra food, it's shelter, it's first aid, sun protection, all those things that seem fairly minor unless you get in a crunch, and if you don't have them, it can turn bad pretty quickly. So they're basic things. You just bring them with you. You probably won't have to use them, but you don't have to worry that you're not prepared if something goes wrong. So that's everything. As I said, I believe this is under between 5 and 7 pounds. And that's probably going to be including my food and water weight. We talked about the food already, or the water already. We'll be bringing 2 liters of water. And I've packed up food kits for each day, and I've probably packed too much food. This is one of the things that I'm really working on with my packing. But I really worry about my energy level more than being hungry. I know I have found in my previous hikes that by the end of the day, it's very hard for me to eat anything because my energy levels have dropped so far. So what I have in each of these bags, I have packed a bar for the morning, some kind of a protein bar, or protein snack for the afternoon, whether that's jerky or nuts, something like that, something that's not sweet. I get really burned out on the sweet. I do have an extra bar in case I need it, like for dessert on my lunch. I have 2 packs, individual sized packs of trail mix in each of these bags, and I have 6 hydration powders. And I'm jumping back and forth with the hydration powders. I've got the Propel, which you can get in the grocery store. It's like $3 for a box of 10, real cheap, real easy. And this is pretty good, but I find that it's not enough to get me through a whole hike. So what I really like are these liquid IV pouches. They are more expensive. They're about $1.50 each. If you buy them individually, around here our local chain Wegmans has them in the store. But I get them at Costco in like a 24 pack for $23, so it's a little less than $1 each. What I like about them is they have sugar in them, which is not something that you would expect somebody like me to be saying is a good thing, but that sugar is a boost of energy while I'm hiking. So I find these really good to have. So I alternate between these over the course of the day. So I've got 2 of each of those in my pack. And what else have I got? This one has crackers in it to go with my lunch. My lunch, 3 of the days are the salami and provolone packs that I've shown in previous hikes. And then Deb convinced me that a couple of days I'll just do peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And then the last thing I have in here is, in each pack, I have some kind of an energy gel. This is for towards the end of the day when I'm getting fatigued, eating isn't keeping up with things, I'm starting to get that feeling of I really don't want to eat anything. I can take this energy gel. It should give me the shot I need to get me through the rest of the hike. So that's my food. This is, I haven't weighed it. It feels like it's about a pound of food, which is about right. If you're backpacking, they recommend that you carry 2 pounds of food per day. I'm not carrying breakfast and dinner, so I don't have that food here. So this is probably about right at my day pack. So, alright, that's everything. I am heading out tomorrow night, so I will check in with you as I'm hitting the road. That'll be in next week's video. Thank you for coming to this week's video. I hope you found that informative. If you have any questions or about the gear or what I'm bringing, please hit me up in the comments, and we will talk to you next week. Take care, bye.